Hello and welcome to this introduction to my new project. As you probably guessed by the intro, it's First World War related. It's going to be like a trench project, and we'll go more into detail. I'm just going to show you what I bought for this project. I've got some World War I British uniform paints by AK Interactive. But I will be using some other paints. I bought this a couple of these sets actually. This is the hand-to-hand fighting one with the British, German and British infantry, World War I era. It's kind of like a trench invasion. And I've got these over-the-top kind of British infantry before we attack World War I era by Master Box Limited. Same as this. Also got some First World War Tamiya figures as well. If you can see that right in the paint, in the light reflecting too much. Probably won't be using these in the trench sections. This is basically just because I've got a lot of figures to paint and I want to get uniform right, so I'll be practicing on these. But you know, always good to have. Also, that comes with these sets are the trenches, which I've already made one up, because what I'm planning on doing is putting the trench in a book nook, which is this thing. It'll be going this way up. Now these go together really well. They're basically wood. I've got two of these because I'm actually doing two. I'm going to be doing the British infantry before the attack, which I call going over the top, and I'm going to be doing the German and British infantry, basically a trench invasion. So yeah, this thing, the book nook, is what I'll be doing it in. I won't be using these. I've been using these as a guideline because I'm going to build my own trenches. These look alright, but they look a little bit too plasticky and they're not that great. I could probably do better myself. Now, the plan is, if I get my notepad, as we all know, trenches generally weren't in a straight line. Trenches, frontline trenches, British ones at least, generally went something like this. Now, the idea is inside the book nook. So let's do the baseline for the book nook. What I'm going to do, we're putting a mirror at this end, going right along the back of the book nook, with a cover bit here, covering the trench, probably just a small bit, and the trench coming out like this. Going something like that. Obviously this drawing is not to scale, but with the firing line here pointing this way, so I could put all the figures and so on doing their bits and pieces in the trench, and then the mirror will reflect it, so it'll look like it's sort of endless, with a glass panel at the front to stop all the dust getting on there and everything. It's actually going to be a gift for somebody. One of them is, and the other one I'm going to be using myself. So the other idea is as well, on the front, because this is going to have lights in it, on the front I'm going to be having nice sort of like the dates of the wall with a poppy. 2 more poppies at the bottom to operate. I'm going to drill a hole here to operate the switch for the lights, which are going to be going in the top there. This is not all glued, so this all comes to part. So that's the area I've got to work on. So it'd be roughly the trench system going in there. Also, it won't be right to the bottom of the book nook because I'm going to be doing the full trench, which isn't on here. You don't have the bottom bit. So, for example, you got your trench. You kind of went down to a bit like this, and then up again, and across here you had a board, so there was an area where water would collect. You also had your firing step, maybe maybe like a little dugout place or areas where people put stuff. Got your sandbags on top of it like that. So it will kind of be more like that with an area here with water in. I will put a picture up of diagrams of actual trenches. But like I said, that's the size of the area I will be working in. So it's not going to be massive, but it'll look good, I reckon. I have to put loads of work. I will put loads of work into it, but it's not like a massive trench system, so it takes up a little room. And then the book nook, if you're not aware what book nooks do, you could put them on your bookshelf, put your First World War books in between, and it just ties it all in together. So what I'm probably going to be doing for the first video, or the video after this one, is basically just putting these figures together. Let's open one up. I've already opened up one because I've built a trench system out of it. But basically I will be putting these figures together, cleaning them up and so on, and using the paint guidelines which are on the back. So I might be getting some more paints. I will build one of these trench sections because it gives a rough idea of scale and size, which is handy. But this is all 1/35th, so the figures are not massive. So the idea of working in this section, I mean, you can already see that the figures, they will be crowded in there, but not so much crowded in there. But then that's what the trenches were like. So, especially if there was something going on, like an attack. So yeah, so that pretty much brings us to the end of this introduction. I think it's only going to be a short video. So yeah, please join me next time. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.